Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to be with you this afternoon. I decided to come out and take a look at things. Today happens to be a warm day. Everything's looking pretty good. Yep, the mums are opening too, as well as the asters are doing quite well. And so things are just happening for our new season of autumn and more things to come. So if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Are you starting to see the signs of autumn in your garden? And how is it making you feel? Are you ready for it? Wow. It's a good sized pumpkin. Hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to be with you here today. I hope all is well with you. Well, we have crossed over into a brand new season. It is now fall or autumn, and I'm starting to see signs of fall here in the garden. The leaves are turning yellow on the tree, on my maple tree, and on my neighbor's maple tree that I'm using as a borrowed landscape. It is now turning yellow and just adding a pop of color, bright color in the garden. So let's take a look at what's happening around. As I look ahead, I can see that some of the trees are starting to turn color. And here we're able to experience this beautiful maple tree in the distance whose leaves are turning yellow. It's borrowed landscape, but it's a beautiful one. I can also see that my maple tree is starting to turn color as well. Soon this whole tree is going to be filled with autumn color. It's going to give the whole garden a different feeling. I'm really excited about my roses. It's curly pink, and it just blends in so well with the hydrangea flowers, which are becoming even more deeper in purple. I moved these flowers pots up here so that I can observe them. That's my tuberous begonia and the geranium. They look good here. And then also here in the garden, my fig tree. Yes, the fig tree. One of the figs is starting to turn purple. And remember I shared with you the fig tree and the fig information, and I went in and I pulled off the figs, trying to help them to mature quicker, or at least some of them to ripen. And I'm starting to see that the process actually works. It actually helps, because now the figs are turning purple. And that is exciting, and I hope that it will happen quickly, because it's actually looking something like this. Yeah, so it's actually developing, and it's a ripe, that's what a ripe fig looks like. And I think that I'm going to have one, and I am so excited. So I believe by the end of this month, by September, the beginning of October, that particular fig is going to be ripe, and we're going to enjoy it. And I'm going to make sure I share that time with you. So the question which I was asking, are the figs going to ripen on time? And I think the answer might just be yes. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that. In taking a look at the fig tree and seeing if things are developing here, I noticed that one of the figs, actually right here, is starting to turn color. It looks like it's ripening, and that is so encouraging, because we're going to be having a number of very warm days in the couple of days left in September here. And so I am thinking that these particular figs may have a chance to ripen, and then I can sample my figs on my fig tree. Now there are a couple of more here that are growing in size, and this one may possibly mature on time. So I think that time when I was thinning out the figs, that it was a good thing to do, because it looks like it's giving these other figs a chance to develop and possibly ripen on the tree. And I think if that happens, what an accomplishment to actually be able to eat a ripe fig from my fig tree. I'm excited about that. Well, I am really excited about the fig tree and the figs ripening on the tree. And just reading the brochure here, it talks about the harvesting of the figs, it says, pick figs when showing good color. Do not let over ripen on the tree. Remove tough portion of stems from each fig and run underwater. So that's really good when the fig shows good color. And of course, this is what that looks like. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what it's going to look like. And I'm so excited about this happening here on my fig tree. And it was talking about the growth of it. It says high-yielding, delicious fruit will form on both old and new wood every year from midsummer to late fall as far north as Zone 5. So it says late fall. So that means that there's a chance that I may have quite a few figs developing if I'm starting to see the turn of color on this one particular one. That means that the others have a chance because we're just beginning fall. So that means that we have some time for the rest of the fruit to develop, and that just makes me so happy. So let's get excited about the figs in the fig tree. Yes, and then this was my Hardy Bensonhurst purple fig. That's what it is. Hardy Bensonhurst purple fig tree. It says tree, but it's really like a bush or shrub to me. But we'll call it a tree for now. Yeah, and it's you know, it said that you could plant it in full to partial sun exposure, and its hardiness zone is 5 through 11. Zones 5 through 11. Of course, it's a perennial, and the plant distance is 6 to 10 feet. So the height can be 6 to 8 feet in the garden and 3 to 4 feet in containers. And its spread is 5 to 6 feet in the garden and 3 to 4 feet in containers. And it wasn't that hard to plant. You know, you plant it in and put it in a good spot, because initially it did die back a couple of times, but then it sprouted back up again. And this time, I think because it's mature and it's been in that spot for a while, at least good 5 years or so, that it's been able to gain good structure, root system and structure. And so now it is able to fruit. And so that makes me so happy. But what I have before me is the pumpkin. Now this pumpkin was in the front garden, and it was tucked in amongst the bee balm plants, and I decided that it was time for me to harvest it and bring it out here. And it is looking good. It's a really good size, and to me it looks like a really like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, which it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna leave it out here and let it adorn the table. And just give us the sense of fall and fall harvest with my my pumpkin here. So come with me, and I'm going to show you how I harvested the pumpkin. But I really want to get in there to that pumpkin, so I'm going to brave it. And I think it is definitely ready to be harvested. My pumpkin. It is a good size here. Looks like I'm going to have to cut this end too. Oops. Well, there's also something else that I wanted to talk to you about, which is the sedum. There are sedums that I have grown in the front. The bees love the sedum, but there's another type of sedum that I have in my garden, and it's called Sedum Autumn Joy. And it is now open, and the flowers are so beautiful. It's just a little patch, but it's adding so much color to the garden. So let's take a look at that as well. on the sedum. Beautiful bee. Ooh, two of them. Three. Wow. This sedum has really attracted the bees. That's a good thing. See them all over here. It's kind of making me a little cautious now about stepping in here. Finally, a dahlia has decided to bloom. And here's some more sedum in the garden. That's autumn sedum. Well, behind me, do you see? Yep, the mums are opening too, as well as the asters are doing quite well. And so things are just happening for our new season of autumn and more things to come. So if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Are you starting to see the signs of autumn in your garden? And how is it making you feel? You ready for it? It hasn't rained in a couple of days, actually for a while. And things are just hanging on here in the garden. We have been trying to be as diligent in the watering, and it has been able to, our diligence have been able to keep things green in the garden, but we can tell that the end is in sight. What I did was move the begonias here in this area so that they could stay warm, because the temperatures have been changing. Leave a comment down below and make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more videos here from Catherine's Garden. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your garden. Remember, your garden is your therapy. And see you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye. I love my pumpkin. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.